look
chicken?
at and say they don't put enough seasoning on their food?
That's gonna be obvious.
Koontz.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Not Just Football with Cam and Hayden. We are joined today by the LB crew, Elandon Roberts, and newly signed. How you guys doing?
Good. All good, baby.
Ooh, we got a round of applause and everything. Well, let's get started then. Biggest trash talker.
Ty.
It's a tie?
Ty.
Yeah.
Ty.
He really be matching my energy.
Yeah.
I be like, okay. Yeah, okay.
I can't. Yeah, that's a tie.
Okay.
That's a tie.
Like a lot of people don't know, bro. Before I started that fight with Jay Fields, I only started because PQ was in it with the offensive line. So I was just like, all right, bro, watch this.
I like it. I like the little rivalry you guys got going with the running backs, too. Like, you know, you chopping it up with Najee. You want to say anything to Najee right now and Jalen?
No, I love him.
Yeah.
Love him.
Love him.
But we got the pads on, they can get it.
Great
Oh.
teammates.
Great teammates. Great guys.
Great
Okay.
teammates.
PQ,
Yep.
why did you sign with the Steelers?
Money talk. Nah. It was just. It was just the right fit. I know y'all style of football. Know the team. Know the guys around y'all. And Mike T. It seemed like the perfect fit. You know, I had all the other offers, and I just don't feel like it would have been the same to go play for them. I think this is where I belong. It felt like home. I think everything's just made to be. I think God put me in this place for a reason.
Is the grass still greener?
Definitely greener. Too green.
Did your opinion of Tomlin change after you came to the side?
No, I always respected him. It was just the football talk of stuff and the trash talk and all that stuff, but I always respected him. I always thought he was a great head coach, and just getting to see that in person, you know, it enlarged my view on him and stuff, and I just appreciate him a lot.
E, for you, before you got here, what did you think of Mike T?
Well, I always kind of admired him because, you know, through my draft process about 9 years ago.
No, it's been longer than that.
Oh, man.
There's too much gray hair on top. It's been longer than that.
Man, but through my process, man, we had me and Mike T, my parents, and that's when Kevin was the GM. We had a real good talk, and you know, it was kind of crazy because I ended up getting drafted by New England. But every time we played Pittsburgh, Mike T, at the end of the game, man, he always be like, "I knew you was gonna be in this league. Like I knew this and knew that." So, you know, we always had kept in touch, and then when I got the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, it was a no-brainer.
Did it change once you got here?
Nah. It kind of was a perfect fit because, you know, Cam, I do something and be like, dang, I'm about to get chewed out for this, and then Mike T be like, I love it, but don't do that again. But I really like that petty shit. So it was all cool.
What was the free agent process like for both of you guys?
For me, it was stressful. I mean, you know, going into it, it's a lot of teams that want you and stuff, and then you get to that point, and it's like, okay, cool, this the teams, they listed off, and then it's like, boom, a linebacker signed, and the whole market just changed, and, you know, it's at that point, it's go from, like, 13 teams to 5, and the price go from 17 to 15, 13, like, it's just a whole process, and then you come to realization, like, you got to make a move, and it's either you go get the money that you want and then suffer the consequences of getting it, or you come to a team and you take a little bit of a pay cut. So, I mean, it was definitely aggravating. I definitely was pissed off. I remember my mama always telling me, like, you always got the hardest route, and you used to it by now. You just go trust God and trust His plan and stuff. And, you know, when she told me that, I didn't want to hear that, and it made me cry and be mad even more and pissed off and stuff. But it made sense. Like, once I made a decision, it just made sense.
What about you?
My first time in free agency, it wasn't as stressful because I wanted to follow Brian Flores to Miami, so I kind of just had to be patient. So, you know, when my agent was talking to me about other teams, it was kind of funny because I'd be like, you heard from Miami yet, though? You know, and he'll be like, well, you know, and then it ended up all working itself out. And then going into free agency again after 3 years and whatnot, this was the most stressful one because now it was time to, like, pick a fit, you know, because I was to that point, I'm like, okay, I'm going into my 8th year, you know, do I just take the most money or do I go to the perfect fit? Because, you know, when you start to get into them years, it's like, you know, you pick the wrong team just because of money, you'll be gone out the league the next year just because you know what I'm saying, you didn't pick the right fit. So it was all about fit. And once with the teams, I had in my mind, like, man, like, these would be a perfect fit. Mike T and them came in, and Omar and them came in, I think it had to be Thursday. It had to be Thursday morning. And I was like, man, let's get it done. Because we already knew it made a perfect fit. It had other teams, but it just didn't fit. Like, it didn't make sense and stuff like that. Especially my style of linebacker, it didn't make sense to them teams and whatnot. And, yeah, man, once they called, it was a no-brainer. It was like, let's get that done.
You guys have been on different teams, and you played the Steelers. What's it like being an opposing player going into Acrisure?
It's tough, man. It's tough. A whole lot of FUs walking in. Definitely not a friendly environment, but I think it's just like that's what football's supposed to be. It's supposed to be intimidating. It's supposed to be an environment that the opponent don't want to be in. And I think coming in, for me, the type of player I am, I like that. Like, because you say F me, I'm going to say F you, and then we going to go back and forth and stuff. But it's just the perfect stadium. Then all the yellow and all the towels, and then y'all play Renegade. It's an electric place, man. It's definitely top.
Are you ready for Renegade?
Man, I was going for Renegade.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
The New England battles was crazy. Like, early in my career, it was crazy. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, preparing even that week in practice, like, we'll be like, hey, man, it's gonna be a 60-minute game. Like, you gonna be hurt after this game. It is what it is. It's just that type of game. Like, we in full pass that week of practice, hitting, like, just getting our bodies right. Like, we knew what type of physicality it was gonna be in that game and stuff like that. And, like, the atmosphere was always crazy. They always call it a hostile environment. Like, we was going in there, we wasn't gonna be liked. We just got to get out with the dub, you know, and stuff like that. And it was even crazy because my rookie year, I remember Bill saying, well, they going to have to come through New England, you know, and whatnot. And we played y'all up there. And then, you know what I'm saying, we ended up playing y'all again in the AFC Championship.
Is that the Jesse James year? Where Jesse James?
Nah.
That's the 2016.
Oh, 2016.
Yeah. Jesse, I think, was 17.
Do you think Jesse caught it?
What they said?
That's a good answer.
Do you think Jesse James caught the ball?
Do you think Terrell Owens caught the ball?
Yeah.
T.O. will love this interview. Nope.
Can you explain the cheating y'all did in New England?
What you mean?
No, let's get into it.
What do you mean?
So y'all didn't cheat?
Huh? I
Plead the fifth.
every week we went into a game, we prepared the hardest we could. And
Hey, you were on a different team. Do you think they cheated in New England?
Pat wasn't
I'm out
in.
of this.
Pat wasn't in.
I'm out of
When
I'm
Pat
out of this.
came into the
I was in
league,
college,
man.
man.
Yeah, I was in Miami
Bill
at that
Belichick
point.
just retired, so you can go ahead and say it.
Yeah,
Did he
man.
cheat?
I don't think he's retiring.
Oh, you don't think he's retired?
Nah, I think he's gonna take the year. I think he'll be back.
Where's he going to end up?
I don't know. It's a lot of teams that be available every year, but
Who
I
offered him,
think
San
he'll be
Fran?
back.
San Fran?
Yeah. He said the 49ers offered him defense coordinator position. He turned it down. That's
Any
what I heard.
similarities in him and Mike Tomlin?
Nah,
Really? None.
they don't have nothing
Any
in common.
similarities between Harbaugh and Mike T?
I think they had their team ready to go. I think that's the biggest thing is just making sure the team is like focused on the task at hand, trying to eliminate errors before they get there. That's what he was big on in the meeting today and stuff. And I think that's the biggest similarity is just having the team prepared the best way they can be.
Oh, well, I hold on. I thought that was a personality question. You know. Nah, from a structure and, like, game plan and stuff like that, they're very similar. You know, Bill used to always have two things that kind of always stuck with me. You can't win till you stop from losing, you know, and good players can't overcome bad coaching, you know, and stuff like that. So it was like you can't overcome bad coaching, like that's us, you know, and then he always bring it together with the whole group. He understands, like, it's coaching involved in it too. So good players can't overcome bad coaching. So everybody plays their part, and we all need to be on the same page.
Is there anything, you know, I know a couple Raven players have came out and were pretty hot about you joining the Steelers. Anything you want to tell them besides the grass is greener?
Nah, man, I think that situation closed. I think it's time to move on, bro. Because the Raven fans gonna start talking again. I'm gonna get to talking again. I just ain't got time.
Let them talk.
Bro. But nah, the players, the players don't care, bro. Like I done talked to Rowe, I done talked to Trent, I done talked to everybody that's on the defense, everybody that's on the offense. We all still cool. Like now, when it come game time,
yeah. Have you told them they would have loved to be here?
You know, I butt in on this. It's like having like a high school sweetheart, and once you make it, you marry somebody else. So the high school sweetheart is always going to be a little bitter about the situation. But hey, he's happy, he's married. Get over it, because at the end of the day, everybody's always going to say is, man, she used to be with Patrick Queen. But then he went on and got on married to someone else. It is what it is.
you on the money. You on the money with that one.
I told you we perfect too, man. Hey, if you don't want to be petty, I'll take it over for him.
I'm going to run through some quick questions. And this is for the whole team. It's not just you two. But feel free to say each other if you feel like it applies. Best dress.
Hey, D Jack be putting that on. Like,
I'd say I could give you a top 3. I can't give you just one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go D-Jack. I'm gonna go JP. I'm gonna go Deshaun. Fields low key. He gonna be that honorable mention.
Okay. Worst dress.
Dunbar. Mike T.
Oh man. Oh, I'm new, so I'm gonna stay on the teammates. I ain't trying to get into all that. But man, that's tough. I'm gonna probably
James Daniels.
I can see that. I'm gonna go Move.
Move?
Dang.
Because he could have so much swag, bro. Like he just could have so much swag. The potential's there. But
It's the Penn State that rubs off.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Hey, Jalen Warren can't dress either.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
You just had to throw a running back in there. You just had to.
Had to.
Best cook.
Oh. Mika.
Minka?
Yeah, he can cook.
Sean could cook too.
And when I was at his house, he can cook good.
What did he cook?
He had steaks and everything.
You think Minka cooked that?
Man, he was on that grill.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. I'm going to roll with him.
Worst cook.
I don't know who would be the worst cook.
It's probably me. I
ain't gonna lie.
cook.
Brady could cook too. Brady could cook.
Yeah.
Brady could cook.
Brandon for Holco.
Worst cook, I don't know.
I don't cook.
So probably you.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, if I really wanted to get in there and really, like, put on, I could put my mind to it and, like, really,
like, would you have to learn or would you already?
It's just some take seasoning. As long as you're seasoning up the pot,
I don't know about
you
that
good.
one, pal.
What? Hold on, what I gotta cook?
Who do you
Some
look
chicken?
at and say they don't put enough seasoning on their food?
That's gonna be obvious.
Koontz.
You knew that was coming.
You know what the bad part is? The specialist said Koontz was the best cook out of all three of them.
For real?
Yes.
It ain't that hard.
I can see it. I can see
And
it.
I know Boss ain't cooking.
Who's the one person you don't want to room with at camp?
DeMar.
Who?
DeMarvin.
DeMar.
I know he got a nasty room. I just know he do.
Hold on, let me
I
think.
just know.
I feel like Broderick.
Darnell.
Oh, man, Darnell. Darnell be looking like he just be farting all the time. No, he do.
Who would you want to room with at camp?
I'm antisocial, so I be
We
chilling.
room together right
Yeah,
now.
we room together, so I'd be chilling.
How was that? How's that going?
And we only talk when we kind of mad at Najee and Jalen.
Yeah.
Other
He'll
than that,
bust
we
in the
be
room
chilling.
and be like, yeah, I'm about to go out tomorrow. Be like, okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Who's the best fisherman on the team?
I say PQ.
PQ.
That's hands down.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
8-3.
Ooh. What kind of fish?
Bass, largemouth.
Yeah, talk your shh.
Where are you fishing at?
Louisiana, but I be in Texas. I had a pro-am for Bass Nation in Oklahoma.
Oh.
Florida a little bit. Yeah. So this year we go back to Texas for the pro-am.
Where's your dream place to fish?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico got killer bass. Like
Steeler fans, Hook my guy up. We need
Please,
to do that.
Please do.
Yes.
Please, I need that.
And bring me, God, bring the drinks.
Whiskey.
Who are you right now?
Whiskey.
Who are you?
Whiskey,
Hey,
please.
man.
Camera do exactly
Yeah,
what they
I
wanted.
know,
That was
man.
Oh my gosh.
Just bring me, man. And man, when I went out there to Mexico, to celebrate with our fan base out there, they was real like smooth. Like, man, I loved it out there the whole time, and the kids. So, I'm ready to go back another time. So if I go back with my dog PQ fishing, he gonna do his thing, and I'm be like, hey, I mixed this little drink up. You what's
I'll
up?
be like, nah.
It's gonna hit right.
You got it.
You might miss that bass, but hey, it will be worth it. Do you hit me now?
All right. Next quick question. You guys know TJ Watt.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if he went back in high school, played quarterback, he could win a state championship in Texas?
In Texas?
Yeah.
Who was the quarterbacks at the time when he was in high school?
Hmm?
Who was the quarterbacks in high school at the
I
same
don't know, but
That depends, because Texas has some quarterbacks coming through.
Yeah, it's
but do you
Matthew
trust
Stafford.
TJ to win a state championship?
I never seen him throw a football, honestly. And that's going to tell the story.
It's a lot of work out there in Texas.
a
Like,
lot.
I'm from Texas, and
So could he do that in Louisiana?
No. Y'all take Louisiana lightly. No.
Yeah, I don't take them
I
like
got
just
ball
asking a
players out
question.
there. No.
Oh, so you feel like
but
it's a slight
Louisiana
if
don't
TJ
put that
Watt
many
wins the state
QBs
championship
out.
at quarterback?
He'll probably win in Wisconsin.
Yes, he would win in
Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania
thing.
for sure.
It depends on what kind of system you run into. Is he going to be like a little running quarterback, or are we talking about sling it the whole
Well,
practice?
Let's be honest. It's not going
Oh,
to be a
the whole
running
game?
back, running quarterback. I mean,
He ain't slow though.
he's not slow, but
He ain't slow at all.
he's not.
And then it's high school. You got to think about it's high school. 4.7, 4.6
I thought
is
TJ
fast in high
played like
school.
receiver, tight end, or
He
something.
played quarterback at one time. It wasn't like I could show you his highlights.
Yeah,
would
I need
not
to
be
see that.
impressed.
Yeah, see, yeah.
So
That's all I need to know.
now he thinks if he goes back, he can win a state championship because he's gained knowledge. And
But if he goes back, he wouldn't have that knowledge, because
no, he's going back with the knowledge.
No, that defeats the purpose. That's not life.
That's not like.
That's not life. No.
TJ, my dog, but I just,
still don't think so.
I'm not
I
fit
still don't
to
think so.
I'm not fit to say Texas.
He a lefty too?
I'm not fit to say Texas.
Yeah, no.
He not
no,
getting
no.
Texas out of me.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh my gosh. Let me find
He
it.
put him in the best state of football. That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
He said it, not me. Don't be mad at me.
I wouldn't say best state of football, but
What was it like to play with Lamar?
it was exciting. I think anytime you go into a game with him, it was just like, let's see what he about to do. Like, usually you go to the sideline, you can do corrections, bro. It was like we'd do one correction, and we just go straight to like watching the big board, trying to see if he was about to do something. But I mean, he was a great guy, great teammate, just super electric on the field, and he was just all around. Like in the locker room, he was cool with everybody. He was always playing around, being goofy with each other. He knew the system, he knew everything he had to do, and then going on the field, he performed. So, like I said, he was a great teammate.
What was it like playing with Brady?
That's crazy. It's hard, like when other guys come on the team and whatnot, a lot of people don't like TB, but it's hard not to like him, especially like once you come into that environment. Like TB knew everybody from practice squad to if you just picking up the towels after anything, like how he went about his daily routine, man. And he was the nicest guy in the building. But what I respected about TB the most, when he got on that football field, whether we was in practice or in the game, he didn't give a damn who you was. Like, you start talking that shit, he coming at you. Like that, like, and even my welcome to football, like, I'm telling you, I was talking shit in practice, and I was just like, oh, TB, doo-doo. He was like, all right, bet. He checked every single pass play to me, bro. Carved me apart. And I was just like, then winked at me. Didn't say nothing else. And then the next day I seen him, what up, bud? I'm just like, bro, like, this not, like, I wasn't really even trying to go there with you. Like, I'm a rookie, bro. Like, let me make it. But, man, he carried himself well, man. And I'm telling him, like, when TB into the building, yeah, you can smell him.
What was the best game you've seen from those two quarterbacks?
Best game, I think the Rams game this past season. When we went to overtime, I think that was the best game I seen him play. Like, just from a perspective of people always thinking like he's a panic person, like he just panics. Like when I tell you like the rush was getting there, he was cool, calm, collected, just standing in there firing or taking off when he needed to take off. I think that's the most complete game I've ever seen him play because it was just like play after play after play, like nonstop. Like it was never like damn Lamar, like it was just consistently firing at him.
Mine's had to be the 28-3 combat. Like
You thought the game was over at 28-3.
it was 28-3. I was a rookie, so I ain't know no better. So I'm sitting on the bench and I'm looking at Hightower like, I don't know how. I don't know, but it was so crazy because we was in halftime.
Yeah.
And in halftime, and Deron Harmon, he was like, nah, bro, we got this, da-da-da-da-da. He going off, no lie. TV walked in, and they huddled everybody up. Bill said what he said, and he was like, hey, defense, just hold them. I figured them out. They ain't enough. They don't have, they're not up enough. Like, I figured them out. We're going to get it, and the end of the score going to be 34-28.
So after that game, what was the Super Bowl party like?
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. You know, I experienced that twice. So it was crazy.
We get it.
But I experienced it when it wasn't for me either. That one was whack. You just got drunk just because you didn't want to remember it. But you still remembered it. But yeah. I think we had like Jennifer Lopez too. Everybody like, oh, that's J-Lo. I was like, oh man, you got another shot. Care about no J-Lo right now. We ass. We just let Nick Foles score a touchdown, catch a touchdown on us. Like,
Was that play
Nick Folk,
where
my bad.
Nick Foles caught the touchdown? Is that the one play that sticks out in that game?
bro, we just ran the same play. We had just ran the same play and Tom dropped it. And I felt like they were just like, all right, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if our quarterback can catch it. Bro. And he caught it. I was like, damn, this shit's crazy. And then, like, we had just, like, Chris Hogan and LeGarrette Blount was with us the year before.
Yeah.
And had just won with us. And they on the other side. And they just like, damn. You just looking like, hey, man, good job, y'all. Man, I'm so happy for you. But in your body, you like, nah, fuck that. Like,
That's cool.
What's when you look back at like Super Bowl week, what's the one thing that no one's ever prepared for?
all the distractions. Like, it's so many distractions. I'm telling you, like, it's so much that goes into it. Like, my biggest advice to people that just never been in that moment, when you get there, just do your same routine you usually do before a game, and just keep the distractions out as much as you can, because it's a lot. You got family coming to town. You got to get tickets. You know, you want to be dressed the best. Halftime long as hell.
Did
And
you
then
watch
you
the
got to get
halftime
there.
performance?
Nah. And then you got to get there early. Like, you got to get there way earlier than what you usually get to the game, because they got to have you in. So it's different. It's different, but it's definitely worth it. But if you could just keep your composure down and just stay focused on what's in hand, because I'm telling you right now, for that game, once you run out that tunnel and that ball hits or whatever, and whoever win the coin toss, everything go back to normal. Every single thing go back to normal. Like that, it's just like a regular game.
Last question right here. What's it going to take for us to win a Super Bowl?
I think the biggest thing is injuries. I think we just got to stay healthy, and that's God's plan. So we can't control that stuff. But the controllables is us communicating, us all being on the same page, us being a team, being a collective group of people who just want to win at whatever cost it may take. And I think when you got a team full of grit, full of smart guys, full of, like Coach T be saying, the big guys that's well conditioned and the little mean guys, I think when you got a team like that, bro, it's like the sky's the limit, because you got little guys who want to hit when they want to run the ball at them. Then you got big guys who hustle, like Larry O with the forced fumble. So it's just stuff like that. Like, I feel like football plays is what make a game. Like, yes, X's and O's, and coaches going to say you got to be in this spot, be in this spot. Sometimes you just got to make football plays. And I think once we all get comfortable around each other and understand each other and how each other play, I think the sky's the limit. Yeah.
And basically everything that PQ said, and the only thing that I add to that is, you know, the OGs on the team being able to continue to hold each other accountable. You know, like sometimes we can all be so close, and we just like, dang, like, what? That's Big Cam, like, or that's TJ. I know they'll never make this or do this, or make this mistake and do that. But, you know, what brings you closer is when, you know, Cam, you get on me and be like, E-Rob, I need you there. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. I need you there, and not me saying, man, but like I'm saying, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And just locking in and vice versa. And I think like just us holding each other accountable to that standard and knowing that, hey, bro, this not because of, I just want to criticize you in front of everybody. I'm telling you this because I know when you're at your best, the team at its best. You know what I'm saying? As long as we hold each other accountable, long as we don't have too many lows and too many highs, we just stay steady, man, we got the formula to do it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. We just got to, like I say, not stay too low, not stay too high. Just keep it there like an even keel. And when it's time to take them chains off, we go to work.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for sharing all you did. That is another episode of Not Just Football with Cam Heyward. Thank you so much to Pat, and thank you so much to Elandon. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
Yes,
you, my
sir.
boy.
Today we are joined by the CB crew. Y'all have a nickname yet?
They call us the Avatar Twins, the Avatars.
The Avatar Twins,
Yeah.
Cory Trice, Joey Porter Jr. Appreciate y'all coming on.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Baby.
Man,
Yeah.
okay, let's jump right in. Who are you most looking forward to locking down this year?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a tough question. Cause we got some teams this year, and I low key want all of them. But to be honest, the most is probably CD Lamb, AJ Brown too, and Chase. So yeah, we got a couple.
You got a
dudes.
list?
Yeah, I got a list for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got a list, but I ain't gonna really speak on it now though. But
Yeah.
just know, man, we got a lot of guys this year, so hey, can't wait.
Rookies last year, two different, situations. When you guys both got here, did y'all, who took you under their wing to work with you?
I'll say Pat Pete.
Yeah.
Pat Pete and
Definitely.
Levi.
Yeah.
I feel like both those guys as vets, they came in and they already kind of knew the assignment as they got to kind of not raise us, but like teach us how the NFL works. And I feel like they did a great job in that.
Yeah, definitely. Pat P and Levi, yeah, them boys definitely took us up under their wing.
And
really,
Minka here,
y'all
man.
say in the safeties like Mink, K's, like all them boys, like they were just giving us nuggets the whole year. So
What's it like playing with Mink?
Mink is we call him the Wolverine. He's kind of hard headed. He don't really say too much, but you just love to play with him on the field. He's always gonna make that play. He kind of stubborn. He trying to act like the older brother in the room and stuff like that. So we be going at it, but he's a great dude at heart.
yeah, I've been with him out there in practice a little bit, man. Hey, that man, he different. He know everything. He different, man. So he out there talking, so he definitely know what's going on.
All right, Big Ten boys. We've been asking guys. We got a lot of Big Ten guys.
Penn
Crazy.
State, yes sir.
Boiler up.
What's the record for each of y'all schools this year?
How many games is it now? Is it 12, 13?
I think it's 12.
12?
12.
We gonna win. We gonna win it all. Penn State gonna win it all. I think we got the pieces. We got the personnel. We got the coaches. I don't see us not being O-State and all the other guys. So
How many times you beat O State?
it doesn't matter. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about right now. I feel like we got them. We got them right when we need them.
Okay.
I feel like Purdue gonna be pretty solid, but still, bro. Nah, but like not gonna lie, like it's a whole different team though, like whole different coaches. I don't even know anybody there, so honestly don't even know. But they gonna be solid though. Them boys, they be looking good online, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally.
As bigger corners, is there any stigma that everybody thinks every big corner is going to play like?
Yeah, low key, they all think we're all like big and physical, which that kind of is our like strong suit to a certain extent. But it kind of throws them off when we also have good technique, good feet. Know how to use our hands and our feet at the right time. So that's what we both do pretty well. That throws a lot of people off.
Especially moving laterally. Like they don't think like big guys can move good lateral. So when we show that on film, it kind of surprised them because they be used to guys doing different stuff. So yeah, man, they be thinking we can't run either. So that'd be funny.
It do.
That'd be funny.
Corey, last year, rough year, dealing with the ACL.
Yeah.
What was it like just watching, and just trying to battle back?
At first it was tough because I wanted to be out there so bad, not gonna lie. But then watching him go out there, then watching how all y'all go out there and just take him in and just, it was good, bro. Like y'all boys is playing so good and just playing ball. But, you know, I was just staying locked in the whole time, though, because I knew there's going to be a time when I come back, I'll have somewhere on the field. So I'm talking to him on the sideline or talking to Pat P or talking to Mink, like I'm always in their ear. So, you know, it kind of helped me out now. But we good now, though. We here now.
I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
JJ, Dad played in the league for so long.
Yeah.
You've been around it. What was it like to be drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, man, it was so unreal. It was an unreal moment. Just how the whole situation happened. You know, you get talked throughout the whole process as you're gonna be round one guy, and it don't end up that way. But then you fall home. It's kind of like it all happened for a reason. I'm glad it happened that way, where I got to be able to fall back here and play where my dad played. And it's just crazy. Like, I used to go to training camp, watch you and TJ. TJ used to come to my high school games. Now I'm on the same side playing with him. Like, stuff like that is like where I take for like, okay, this is a unreal moment.
Yeah. Was there any time before you got drafted you thought, I'm going to the Steelers?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't think so?
I knew the whole
No,
time.
not one time. It was
Bro.
crazy.
Family.
Everybody would tell me, I'm like, nah, you're just saying that. Like, nah.
Bro, Mike T, he came to me one day. He was like, I'm going to get that boy. Because I'm going to put him up against GP every single day. Mike T, like,
He could have fooled me.
for real.
When I was at the combine, I seen him in the hallway. I was like, oh, what's good, Unc? Like, just trying. He walked right past me. Didn't even look at me, make eye contact, acknowledge that I was there. He just walked right past me. I was like, okay, well, that's what that was.
Wow.
He was like, I
Any
couldn't
type
show
of
an
pressure?
interest.
Because your dad played here and was such a great player here, any type of pressure carrying that name?
No, not really. You know, at a young age, me and my dad had a conversation just about being a junior. You're going to have a lot more pressure. And I'm playing football, and it so happened I end up in the same spot as he did. So we always had that conversation as of, you know, people going to say what they're going to say, but if you just go out there and just do your best and put out on film and put on for your family, there's nothing really else that matters outside of that. So that's what I just try to do every time I step on the field.
I would love to know what you guys thought about Mike T before you were drafted and what you think about now that you are here.
You want to answer that?
I always thought he was a good guy just from the outside looking in. You always see his sayings and his quotes and him talking to people. But since I've been here, man, Coach T real, like, he be knowing stuff about your family that you'd be so surprised he'd come and just say something about your family or, like, just, you know, keep me engaged the whole year, even though when I got hurt and stuff like that, man. Great guy. Great guy.
I would say he just always been the same for me. Like, I've been knowing him for a long time, and he just he is how he is on the field and how he is off the field. You know, it doesn't switch.
Facts.
He know how to get under your buttons and really push you there. I will say that. Like,
I've said that plenty of
he
times.
know how, like, yeah, he just knows how to push your buttons. You know,
Yeah, he definitely know how to bring the best out of it. He be
But
knowing what to say.
in a
all
good
that.
way, in a way
Yeah.
to know that it's going to push you better.
Facts.
But he's going to get you there where you're like, man, I can't stand this dude at all.
Exactly.
But you gotta love him. You gotta love him.
All right, pushing buttons. Let's talk about this offensive side of the ball. What's it like going against GP every day?
Man, it's great. You know, I think he's definitely one of the top wide receivers in the league that we have right now. So the fact that I get to go against him, I mean, Trees get to go against him every day and sharpen our iron just to get us ready for the season, it's pretty good. Just actually, even all the wide receivers that we have, they all been doing pretty good throughout camp and giving us different looks to get us ready for the season.
Facts. Yeah, man, definitely make you feel more prepared going into the game, especially going against all those guys because they all got something different. They all good at something. So, you know, whenever I go up against them, I know I got to, you know, work this against a certain person. So now when I go in the game, I feel like I got a whole complete package because I'm going against so many different good guys.
Definitely.
We got new quarterbacks. What's it like competing against them?
Man, it's great. I kind of already had a history with Jay Fields. He was an O State guy for a little bit. I played him.
Did you beat him?
No, I did not. I could have picked him off, though. We're going to talk about it. I could have picked him off, but that's a story for another day.
No, you can tell that right here. I like hearing that.
Of course, you know, it was my first year playing. I was a redshirt freshman. We had them boys at our house. They was killing me, not gonna lie. They was cooking me. But they did this thing was three to one side, and they run a quick out with number one. And I was studying it all week. I had the perfect time. I timed it perfect. I jumped it. He threw it, and it went straight through my hands and smacked me in my face mask.
Oh.
I said, damn. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I didn't beat O State my whole 4 years. So
I beat him.
yeah, I got to live with that.
once.
I can't stand no state.
Did you know you was always going to go to Penn State?
No, I honestly wanted to go to O State. To be honest, I did want to go to O
Dropped the
State.
ball right there.
That you guys had a DB coach. I was a wide receiver. I went to the O State camp, and I was a wide receiver doing wide receiver drills. And he was like, "You're not a wide receiver. You're a DB." I was like, "All right, well, shoot, I'm a DB now." And he took me in the back, and he grabbed like all DBs that he wanted to work with, and was taking them through a workout. He was like, "Yeah, just keep playing this, and we're gonna come get you." They never came got me. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Penn State and just try to show out every time I got a chance to play against O State. Didn't work, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was gonna go to Purdue. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about college, man. I was just playing football, honestly. But then when I got my first offer my junior year, and then I got an offer from Purdue. That was my biggest offer. I was waiting, and then that was my biggest one, so I went with that.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what there is in Purdue.
Yeah.
What do y'all do for fun?
Facts.
Hang out with each other. Like, that's all we do. Like,
A
we
bunch
all-
of kumbayas.
Like, we all go to somebody's crib and just kick it, man. Like, yeah, bro. Or, yeah, it wasn't too much going on.
All right, I'm going to ask some quick questions here. If you could play any other position, what would you play?
Receiver.
I wouldn't play offense. It takes too much just to get the ball. So I'll probably stick to defense. I'll be an outside rusher. I'll get to the quarterback.
Oh.
I'll get to the quarterback.
Possibly be proud. Possibly be proud.
I got some swim moves. Yeah.
Best dressed on the team.
Man, they ain't seen me yet.
Without me,
They ain't
Without
seen
you
me
can't
yet.
say yourself.
I can't say myself. All right, since I can't say myself, I'll put Deshaun. Deshaun, he know how to dress.
He got that
Cam's
different-
son know how to dress.
Yeah.
Deshaun, D-Jack,
Jack.
he know how to dress. But some of them be having stylists. So it's
Yeah.
like, when you got a
Oh.
stylist, it kind of,
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
that's
wrong
cheating.
with the style?
That's
See,
cheating.
It's different,
That's
like, when
cheating.
you wake up and just like, oh, I'm
You
finna
don't
put this
you don't
on and
understand
put
how it
that
is
on.
the night before the game. You put out your whole fit, like you about to go to school for the first day. Like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill him with this.
Oh, I'm still putting
Like,
out the fit.
of
What we're
course.
talking about? I'm conversing before we even get there.
That's all up here. That's all up. I'm like, I'm picking it out. Like,
Yeah.
that's
all
the
right.
difference.
Worst dress.
Ooh. Worst dress. Nick Herbig, he definitely can't dress at all.
It's
Like,
the same names every time we ask this question. It's
So
TJ,
Nick
it's
was saying
every
Nate,
time. Yeah.
but you saying Nick.
Oh, yo, that's right. They said
Nick,
Nate.
either the Herbigs, they can't dress. I mean, they were, you know, that's their little swag, but
Yeah,
they
I'm
can't
saying
dress.
everybody got their own style. It's just certain stuff I wouldn't wear.
Who else
So
did I see?
that don't mean I wouldn't say it look
Just
bad.
say it.
No, I just it been man. Last year like a
KZ
blizzard,
can't
man.
dress. KG Minka can't dress either. Minka think just because he put on a suit that counts as dressing. That does not count. You got on a regular suit. It looked clean. It looks nice, but that's not. You don't get no cool points for that. But yeah,
See,
definitely
people
me.
really don't understand like being fly for real. People think it be the designer stuff, but it's really in you, bro. The sauce got to be in you, bro.
Definitely got to be in.
So that's one thing people gonna really see this year. The sauce just got to be in you, man.
Either you got it or you don't.
Put on anything.
Funniest on the team.
KZ's up there.
What Ryan Watts say some funny stuff.
Ryan
man.
Watts
Ryan Watts is funny.
It's not even
Benny.
he's funny. He just
Yeah.
do funny stuff.
Yeah.
And just be like,
Benny.
Beanie's up
Yeah.
there. All the young guys been pretty
Yeah,
funny.
The young guys been funny. They
But definitely
got a sense of
KZ,
humor.
he's always gonna have the energy up. Dang,
Who's not funny on the team?
Minka. He's not funny at all. He's not funny at all. He's like the old man on the squad. Who else? TJ's low key funny.
Yeah.
TJ's a low key funny.
TJ's sarcastic.
Yeah, he would say something and be like, "Oh, I didn't know you had that." You
TJ
know?
always seem locked in when I see him, so I ain't really got a funny interaction out of TJ.
TJ's funny.
Biggest trash talker on the team.
I like to talk a little bit, but
You do. You be saying some sneak stuff. I was like, oh.
yeah, I be talking step.
Like when you got Odell, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I be locked
What
in.
sparked that?
I feel like I was just too excited. I was too
That's a
excited
dream
because
come
like
true right there.
I watch OBJ.
Yeah,
I watch all
like-
his highlights, LSU stuff. So I was like, man,
Yeah.
I get to go against OBJ, and I picked him off.
Yeah.
I gotta talk trash.
Yeah.
Like he gotta hear this. So
Did he
boy
say
Jack-
anything back?
no, he did it. He did it. I was
The
like,
boy
man,
Jack be talking too.
Jack be talking.
Jack be talking. I like
Jack
that.
talk a lot of trash.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Best cook.
I can't cook to save my life, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Best cook. I mean, Mink cooked some good burgers. Whenever I went to his crib, that was real solid. It was real solid.
Okay.
He
It
had a
was
little apron
cooked.
on and everything.
Nah,
Little Mink?
he ain't have all that on.
He was cooking for you.
Chef Mink. Okay.
Yeah, man. He definitely invited us to the crib. And who else? Who else be cooking?
I don't know.
Sean be cooking.
He do?
Yeah, he be cooking. He be
I
cooking
wasn't
some
be
real
inviting me
salmon and
nowhere.
all that.
I didn't
But
know
yeah.
he'd be cooking.
See, I'm learning. I'm learning how to cook.
You learning how to
I'm
cook?
learning how to cook.
What's your dish?
I cook some salmon, cook some chicken. I haven't cooked no steak. I don't know how to cook steak. I know I
Yeah,
cook
bro.
breakfast pretty good though.
Now you sound like Connor.
I mean, 'cause
That sounds
that's
wild.
The, that's the
That's
first
the
thing you
easiest thing
waking
to
up
make.
and eating. So
Tight.
you cook a good breakfast, man. It's pretty solid.
I know how to cook some hot dogs on the grill. I'm nice on the grill. Got a little Traeger.
Person you don't want to room with at camp.
I wouldn't want to room with. Probably Nick Herbig. Can't stand that guy. It's like, Nick, probably Pat Firemove.
I say Darnell. Darnell, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. And B, don't want to room with him.
Embiid.
They say he snores, so
Yeah.
I can't-
Who else?
I had to go sleep before him.
Yeah.
Person you would want to room with at camp.
Who I would?
Yeah.
I'll say my dog.
so
Yeah, we mates right
my
now.
dog,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to room with Mink, so I just don't.
Why wouldn't you want to room with me?
Hey,
No,
Mink,
Mink will
man.
have us up at 5:30, doing stretches, doing all this. I'm like, man, go to sleep. Like, Mink's a robot.
Man.
He's a real life robot. Gotta love him though. Yeah.
My last question. What's it going to take for us to be the number one defense this year?
I say we just got to keep gelling. You know, it's all about communication.
Man, communicate.
Communicate.
As
You
long as
know,
we all on the same page. Yeah,
it's hard to beat a
it's
team when
tough,
they're all
man.
on the same page, and
Yeah.
we just got to keep growing as a defense, as a unit, keep stacking these days, and stick to the game plan, and we'll be
Yeah,
straight.
talk. And communicate, man. To be all on the same page and everything else gonna flow together.
All right, last thing we do here, guys. Every guest we allow to ask Cam anything they want, life, football, whatever you want. He's got to answer it. So you both get a question. If you want to have multiple questions, you can do that too. Ask him whatever you want.
Okay.
You got it first.
Thanks. First question.
You're in deep thought over here.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to have a good question for you.
Shoot.
How come you don't have any dogs?
I do have dogs.
I haven't seen them. I came to your house twice. I haven't seen a
I
dog.
put the dogs up. 'cause
Oh,
I know
see?
y'all be scared of
See?
the dogs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the dogs when I came to the crib.
Yeah.
Nice backyard too.
See,
by
whenever
the way.
I come to the crib, you got to show me the dog.
Nice
I would.
backyard.
But
Challenge him. Ask him something tough.
Right?
You gonna make me ask something you don't want me to ask?
You got another one in mind? I'm thinking. I'm trying to keep football related.
No.
Okay.
You can
Anything?
go ask her anything.
Okay.
Nick just asked me about how much I spent at a casino.
That's a good
So-
question.
yeah,
Feel free to ask anything.
What's the biggest splurge you did over your whole NFL career?
Biggest splurge. Probably when I bought my Bentley. I was like 8 or 9 years in, and like I was like, I kind of need a new car. I had bought one car before that, but like my Bentley was like, that was like my big splurge right there.
And let y'all know he drive that Bentley like it's a pickup truck
Like,
now.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
He
yeah.
treats it
like-
like
That's
that,
definitely his
too.
everyday
he
car.
just whip that thing
That's his
around like it's a
everyday car,
Honda
by the
Civic.
way.
Like,
I'm not the type of person
That's
who
an
just
everyday
let it
car.
sit.
Yeah, the pay mileage on
No, it
for
doesn't.
sure.
It definitely do.
It's gotta be
It
close.
does. It does
Definitely
not.
got to be
It's gotta
close.
be
He
close.
drive that thing
Man,
like
that's his everyday car, by the way.
man.
Hey,
That's crazy.
I'm not one of those people that's just gonna sit there. I want to get
Drive
the
your
use out of it.
vehicle.
yeah,
Drive your
fact.
vehicle. I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm a car guy, so I understand.
What's your dream car?
Ooh, my dream car is a C5 Corvette.
Ooh.
Man,
C5
wide body
Corvette.
lamb truck. Yours.
Wow.
Oh, what else?
How long before we get these cars?
Next year. Actually, in a couple months. I plan.
Next
And I'm about to get
Next contract.
I'm getting a 1969 Lincoln Continental, suicide doors, red interior.
Wow, there you go.
That thing gonna be clean. That thing
Okay.
gonna be clean.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Man, next contract. Yeah, I'm be ready. Be
Okay,
ready.
I got another question. Who's the worst driver on the team? And this should be easy for y'all.
Worst driver.
He's in y'all's room.
Worst
You
driver.
gonna say KZ or so?
No, not KZ.
Not KZ?
Uh-uh.
Who was it?
Worst driver.
Miles?
Minka.
Minka's a bad driver.
Minka's a worse driver.
Really?
Yes.
I was giving
He
him hate
drive
the whole
pretty-
podcast. I didn't want to say his
He
name.
drive
his
pretty
name again.
solid. And I mean, especially what he got now, he don't be like, you be driving cool.
See,
We're
what,
gonna be on the silent road driving.
what car did he got now?
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah.
I
I'm
don't want to say
saying,
it, but like,
that's why I ain't said it first.
The Bentley
It's
every
tight.
day.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
ain't
did
said
say
it
that,
first. I
but,
didn't
like,
want to just say it, but
actually, I do know what he got, but
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
Minka
yeah.
type car.
Yeah,
it's
you
nothing.
feel?
It's nothing like. It's nothing like
He's about to turn
woo.
into the Minka road.
Yeah,
hey man,
it's a
hey,
Minka type
that
car.
boy Mink got his own rules, got his own ways, man.
I
What's the
can't wait
best
to-
thing about Minka? We're
Best
just gonna
thing
have
about
some fun
Minka,
with
man, you know what you're gonna get at him every day. Like Minka gonna be
best
Minka.
thing.
Yeah.
Like he always gonna be solid guy. He funny for real. You just gotta just be around him. Like he say a lot of little slick stuff, or he'll catch some little slick stuff. But yeah, Minka gonna always be him though.
Yeah, definitely. When he tried to be like, try to fit in or be young, be like, try to say a little joke. Like he'll say, like he's funny though. He'll say like a little one-liner here and
Yeah,
there,
you
but
gotta
like,
catch it, though. You
you're
gotta
not
be
the
around
funny
him.
one. Like that's not your lie, but he's funny.
What's
Definitely.
the worst thing about Minka?
What's the worst thing? I wouldn't say worst, but it's just me just nitpicking because it's Minka. I try to get under his skin. But, like, we be trying to call him, like, Grady 2.0. Like, he act like Grady most of the time. Like, oh, you got to do this. Da, 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 da. Like, he's like a grandpa. So we try to get on him about that.
Yeah, Mink pretty solid,
But
man.
Mink's a
Pretty
great
solid
dude,
guy,
great
man.
player.